Have you ever walked into a restaurant, understood the menu, but had no idea what to say? Maybe you worried about making a mistake, sounding awkward, or not understanding the staff. The truth is, you don't need perfect English to enjoy a restaurant confidently. You only need the right expressions for the right moment. In this video, you'll learn exactly what native and fluent English speakers say from the moment they walk in until they leave. By the end, ordering food in English will feel simple, natural, and stress-free. A restaurant is one of the best places to practice real-life English because every visit follows a natural conversation. You'll greet the staff, ask for a table, order food, make requests, solve problems politely, and pay the bill. In this video, we'll go through the entire restaurant experience step by step using simple English, practical examples, and natural expressions you can use immediately. Let's begin with the very first conversation that happens the moment you walk through the door. Step 1. Walk in with confidence, greeting the staff naturally. Walking into a restaurant is often the hardest part because it's the beginning of the conversation. Many English learners become nervous before they even speak. They worry about choosing the perfect words. But the good news is that restaurant greetings are usually short, friendly, and predictable. Once you learn these common expressions, you'll know exactly what to expect every time. When you enter, it's polite to smile and greet the staff. You can simply say, hello, hi, or good evening. The staff may then ask, how many people? Do you have a reservation? Or table for one? These are very common questions, so don't be surprised when you hear them. If you don't have a reservation, you can confidently reply, no, we don't. A table for two, please. Imagine you and a friend walk into a restaurant. You smile and say, good evening. The staff smiles back and asks, table for two. You answer, yes, please. They reply, right this way, and you simply follow them to your table. The entire conversation is polite, natural, and only takes a few seconds. From today, stop trying to create perfect sentences. Learn the common patterns instead. A confident greeting creates a great first impression and makes every conversation that follows much easier. Step 2. Getting the right table without feeling awkward. After greeting the staff, the next step is asking for a table. Many English learners feel uncomfortable here because they are unsure how to explain their seating preferences. The truth is, you only need a few simple and polite expressions to communicate clearly. The most natural way to ask is, could we have a table for 4, please? Or, I'd like a table for 2, please. If you already have a reservation, simply say, I have a reservation under Alex. The staff may ask, would you like to sit inside or outside? Is a window seat okay? Or, there will be a 15-minute wait. Is that all right? Understanding these common questions helps you respond confidently instead of feeling nervous. Imagine you are meeting your family for dinner. You walk in and say, good evening. We'd like a table for 5, please. The staff replies, we have an outdoor table available. Would that be okay? You politely answer, could we have an indoor table instead, please? The staff smiles and says, certainly. Please follow me. The conversation is smooth because both sides use clear and polite language. Remember, asking for a table is not about speaking perfect English. It's about using simple, respectful expressions. Once you know these patterns, choosing the right table becomes easy, and you'll feel much more confident before the meal. Step 3. Reading the menu like a confident English speaker. Once you are seated, the menu becomes your guide. Many English learners feel overwhelmed because they try to understand every single word. The truth is, you don't need to know everything. If you understand the main sections and a few common food terms, you'll be able to choose your meal with confidence. Most menus are divided into categories such as appetizers, main courses, side dishes, desserts, and beverages. You may also see labels like Chef's Special, Today's Special, or Signature Dish, which highlight popular or recommended meals. Reading the short descriptions under each dish can also help you understand the ingredients and cooking style before you order. Imagine you are looking at a menu for the first time. You notice a dish that sounds interesting, but you are not sure what it includes. Instead of guessing, you simply read the description or prepare to ask a question in the next step. This helps you make a better choice and avoids ordering something you may not enjoy. Don't worry if you don't recognize every food name. Focus on understanding the menu structure rather than translating every word. The more menus you read, the more familiar these terms will become. A confident diner doesn't know every dish by heart. They know how to find the information they need, and that's exactly the skill you are building today. Step 4. Ordering food and drinks naturally. Now comes the moment most English learners worry about: placing the order. Many people think they need long or complicated sentences, but that's not true. Native and fluent English speakers usually order with simple, polite expressions that sound natural and respectful. A great way to begin is by saying, "I'd like the grilled chicken, please," or "Could I have a bowl of tomato soup?" If you are ordering a drink, you can say, "I'll have a lemonade," or "Can I get a bottle of water, please?" These expressions are friendly, polite, and work in almost every restaurant. After taking your order, the server may ask, "Would you like anything else?" or "What would you like to drink?" Knowing these common questions helps the conversation flow smoothly. Imagine you are having dinner with a friend. When the server arrives, you smile and say, "I'd like the vegetable pasta, please, and I'll have an iced tea." Your friend orders a burger and a juice. The server repeats the order to confirm everything, and you simply reply, "Yes, that's correct. Thank you." The conversation feels easy because everyone uses clear and natural English. Remember, ordering food isn't about using impressive vocabulary. It's about being polite, clear, and confident. Learn these simple sentence patterns, and you'll be able to order almost anything in English without feeling nervous. Step 5. Asking about food before you order. Sometimes a dish looks delicious on the menu, but you are not sure what's in it or whether it suits your taste. Many English learners stay quiet because they are afraid of asking questions. The truth is, asking about the food is completely normal. Restaurant staff expect these questions and are usually happy to help. You can ask simple questions like, "What ingredients are in this dish? Is it spicy? Is this vegetarian?" Or, "Which dish do you recommend?" If you have a food allergy, it's important to say, "I'm allergic to peanuts," or "Does this contain dairy?" These questions help you make the right choice while also showing that you are communicating clearly and politely. Imagine you are interested in a pasta dish, but you don't know if it contains mushrooms, which you don't like. You ask, "Does this pasta have mushrooms?" The server replies, "Yes, it does, but we can prepare it without them if you'd like." You smile and say, "That would be great. Thank you." A short conversation like this can completely change your dining experience. Never feel embarrassed about asking questions before you order. A few polite questions can save you from ordering something you won't enjoy and help you speak English more naturally. Confident speakers don't pretend to know everything. They simply ask when they need information. Step 6. Making special requests politely. Everyone has different preferences when it comes to food. You may want your meal less spicy, without onions, or with extra sauce. Many English learners worry that making special requests might sound rude. But the truth is, restaurants handle these requests every day. The key is to ask politely and clearly. You can use expressions like, "Could I have this without onions, please? Could you make it a little less spicy?" Or, "May I have extra cheese, please?" If you want dressing served separately, you can say, "Could I have the dressing on the side?" Small words like please, could, and may make your request sound friendly and respectful. Imagine you've ordered a sandwich but don't eat tomatoes. Before the order is prepared, you politely say, "Excuse me, could I have the sandwich without tomatoes, please?" The server smiles and replies, "Of course. We'll make that change for you." A simple and polite request avoids confusion and helps you enjoy your meal exactly the way you like it. Don't be afraid to ask for small changes. Restaurants understand that every customer has different tastes and dietary needs. As long as your request is polite and reasonable, most places are happy to help. Speaking with kindness and clarity not only improves your English but also creates a pleasant experience for both you and the restaurant staff. Step 7. Handling problems calmly and respectfully. Even in the best restaurants, mistakes can happen. You might receive the wrong meal, find that your food is cold, or notice something missing from your order. Many English learners either stay silent because they feel uncomfortable or become direct because they don't know the right words. The best approach is to stay calm, polite, and explain the problem clearly. You can say, "Excuse me, I think this isn't what I ordered. I'm sorry, but my food is cold." Or, "I believe we are missing one drink." If there's a problem with the bill, you can politely ask, "Could you please check the bill? I think there may be a mistake." These expressions sound respectful and give the staff an opportunity to fix the issue quickly. Imagine you ordered grilled chicken, but the server brings you fish instead. Instead of getting upset, you smile and say, "Excuse me, I think there's been a mistake. I ordered the grilled chicken." The server apologizes, takes the incorrect dish back, and brings the right one a few minutes later. A calm and polite conversation solves the problem without creating unnecessary tension. Remember, making a complaint doesn't mean being rude. It means communicating clearly and respectfully. When you stay polite, people are more willing to help, and you'll handle unexpected situations with confidence wherever you dine in English. Step 8. Paying the bill and leaving with confidence. After enjoying your meal, the final step is asking for the bill and completing the payment. Many English learners feel nervous because they don't know the right expressions, but this part of the conversation is usually quick and straightforward. With a few polite phrases, you can finish your restaurant visit with confidence. When you are ready to leave, you can simply say, "Could we have the bill, please?" Or, "May I have the check, please?" Both are correct. Although bill is more common in British English and check is more common in American English. If you are dining with friends, you can ask, "Could we split the bill, please?" Or, "We'll pay together." The staff may ask, "Will you be paying by cash or card?" You can answer, "By card, please," or "I'll pay in cash." Imagine you finish dinner with two friends. You ask, "Could we split the bill, please?" The server brings separate bills, and each person pays individually. Before leaving, you smile and say, "Thank you. The food was wonderful. Have a great evening." The staff appreciates your kindness, and you leave with a positive impression. The last conversation is just as important as the first. A polite goodbye and a simple thank you show good manners and leave everyone with a pleasant experience. Step 9. Restaurant vocabulary and complete conversation review. You've now learned how to communicate through every stage of a restaurant visit. The final step is bringing everything together so you can use English naturally in real life. Remember these essential words: reservation, menu, appetizer, main course, side dish, dessert, beverage, waiter, waitress, server, bill, receipt, table, order, ingredient, spicy, vegetarian, refill, takeaway, and tip. These are some of the most common words you'll hear in restaurants around the world. Now imagine the complete journey. You walk into the restaurant and greet the staff. You politely ask for a table, read the menu, order your food and drinks, ask a few questions about a dish, request a small change to your meal, handle a minor problem calmly if one happens, and finally ask for the bill before thanking the staff and leaving. Each conversation is short, polite, and follows simple patterns that become easier with practice. The secret to speaking naturally isn't memorizing hundreds of difficult words. It's knowing the right expressions for the right situation and using them with confidence. Practice these conversations aloud, repeat them regularly, and imagine yourself using them in a real restaurant. The more you practice complete situations instead of isolated sentences, the more naturally English will come to you. Soon, dining in English won't feel like a challenge. It will feel like something you can do with confidence anywhere in the world. Congratulations! You've completed the entire restaurant journey in English, from walking through the door to paying the bill and leaving with confidence. Remember, fluency doesn't come from knowing every word. It comes from using the right expressions at the right time. Keep practicing these conversations, speak them aloud, and use them whenever you have the opportunity. The more you use real-life English, the more natural it will become. In your next restaurant visit, you'll know exactly what to say and how to say it with confidence. If this video helped you speak English more confidently, please give it a like. Share it with someone who wants to communicate naturally in everyday situations. In the comments, tell us which restaurant expression you will start using first. Subscribe to English Story Journey for more life-changing English lessons. Press the bell icon so you never miss a new video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.